At the Harvey Haddon Municipal Stadium in Nottingham, preparations are underway for the 49th Annual Track and Field Championships of the ESAA, the English Schools Athletic Association. This year, Nottingham will be host to the many thousands of competitors, officials and spectators who will be coming from all over the country to attend this two-day meeting. The ESAA Championships include both track and field events, and the areas allotted to each event must be prepared and maintained to the highest standards. The English Schools Athletic Association was set up in 1925 to coordinate the activities of the dozen or so then existing county schools athletic associations and to promote inter-county championships. From small beginnings, the championships have grown. If everything's to run smoothly, careful preparations must be made. Everyone must know what's going on, when and where. Much important preparation for the championships would have been done long before. In the case of some of the competitors, many years before. The time children spend at play helps them to prepare for the adult world. They explore their mental, social and physical capabilities. Play, exercise, healthy competition. Although some of the events have yet to be recognized by the athletic associations, they're all good fun. The school sports day is good fun as well. Win or lose, you can enjoy yourself, and so can Mum and Dad. Later, these children will move on to secondary schools. As well as pursuing their academic studies, they'll receive more serious coaching in their chosen athletic discipline. To be as fair as possible, and yet avoid school athletics becoming overcomplicated, both boys and girls are divided into three age groups: juniors, intermediates, and seniors, all of whom must still be attending school full-time. The first finals of the season are the girls' cross-country races. This year, the girls' event was held in March at Windsor Great Park near London. There was certainly no shortage of entries. Boys' cross-country was held a few weeks later at Westham Park on the outskirts of Leicester. At all of these meetings, transport and overnight accommodation must be arranged for competitors and officials from the more distant counties. Hospitality is given voluntarily. In May, it was the race walk finals, held on Southampton Common. Both the boys and girls events are held on the same day. Judges stationed around the course make sure that the race walking rules are strictly observed. Any infringement can mean immediate disqualification. The senior boys covered 10,000 meters, more than 6 miles, in just over an hour. Each year, these finals are held at different sites all over England. However, one venue that has remained the same now for quite a few years is Lilleshall in Shropshire. The house and grounds were formerly the home of the Dukes of Sutherland. Here, every year, at what is now the National Sports Centre, the ESAA holds its National Coaching Week. The aspiring young athletes who come here have been selected from schools in most of the counties of England. Each morning there's a warming-up session to music in one of the several new sports halls in the grounds. And then it's down to the serious work of the day. These young people are potentially international and Olympic champions, and they're coached by international champions. There are facilities for sprinting and jumping indoors as well. Individual performances are recorded on videotape for more detailed criticism and analysis at the end of the day. The English Schools Athletic Association is controlled and organised by teachers. As well as attending to their teaching duties, they look after the kit and equipment used in athletics, sports and physical education. They train and encourage their pupils in athletic skills. Teachers organise and supervise school sports days, borough and county championships, and they take their teams to the national championships. Parents and teachers of the host county will have arranged for the 2,000 or so competitors to be put up by local families during the two-day meeting. Coaches carrying teams from distant counties are met as they leave the motorway to be guided to their destinations. At a school not far from the stadium, they'll have a snack and a drink and meet up with their hosts for the weekend. At the stadium, a final check is carried out on the areas and equipment allotted to the various events and activities. This is important for safety reasons and if national records are to be officially recognized. The ESAA National Championships. 2 days of heats and finals. Every county in England is represented, including teams from the Channel Islands and the schools of the British forces stationed overseas. At the Grand Parade, the salute was taken by the Lord Lieutenant of Nottinghamshire, Commander Philip Franklin. There are more than 150 events covering the complete range of athletic activities. The performances of some of these schoolboys and girls come close to the world records of 20 years ago. All the members of the English Schools Athletic Association give their time freely, as do parents, friends and helpers. But the inevitable expenses of transport and facilities have to be paid for. The help of individuals, local authorities and commercial organizations is sought and gratefully received. This year sees the start of a 5-year program of financial support for the ESAA by the National Dairy Council. Within a few years, some of the young people competing here may well become Olympic champions. Many will certainly represent Great Britain in the Commonwealth and European Games. Some of the best-known names in international athletics, Donna Hartley, Alan Pascoe, Sebastian Coe, Steve Ovett, all made their way to the top by way of schools athletics. As well as the possibility of being selected for international competition, these budding athletes compete individually or as teams for a variety of trophies. They will all remember their year with pride and pleasure.